G'day and welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you the 3 most basic tips that you can follow to have a nice lawn. Now, lawn care is absolutely exactly the same as so many other hobbies where you start to get into it and you start to learn more and more about it and how there's more equipment you can buy to do it better. With lawn care, you can get really super deep into it with products, with types of mowers, renovations, all sorts of stuff. So here are the 3 simple things that you can do to have a nice lawn. The first one is mowing. These are my 2 main mowers. This is a cylinder mower, which is the type of mower that golf courses use and that sort of thing, and it gives you a really clean, nice, low cut. You do have to be really into lawn care, really, to be using one of these, but what 99% of people who are watching this video are going to own is a rotary mower. When it comes to mowing, you want to use your rotary mower at least once a week. You need to mow regularly to get a nice cut on your lawn. What regular mowing does for a lot of grass types is it helps it to spread, helps it to fill in gaps, and it also keeps it healthy. If you let your lawn grow really long and then you cut it, you know, once every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks, then it's causing a lot of stress to it. The good rule to use is the 1/3 rule. So that means only cut off 1/3 of the leaf in a single mow. Let's use this random bit of cardboard that my kids have been playing with. So let's say this is a grass blade. You want to cut off about 1/3 of that, okay? If you are cutting it down really low, back to a low height, then that's going to cause a lot of stress. It's going to make it go yellow, it's going to make the lawn unhealthy, it's going to promote disease. Whereas if you're just cutting off the top third, then that's just a nice cut to encourage growth and keep the lawn healthy. So a good tip that I can give with that is that if you can't mow your lawn super regularly, you can't do once a week for whatever reason. So the biggest tip I can give with that is to mow your lawn a little bit taller if you can't maintain it. If you want a super low cut, which a lot of people with cylinder mowers are doing, they're mowing 2 or 3 times a week to maintain that. My lawn is at about 23 mils, so I don't want it to get above sort of 30 before I cut it, 30, 35 mil. So if you can't do that, just cut it a little bit higher. Try for once a week, get yourself into a routine with that of trying to mow at a regular time of the week. Number 2 is about watering. So a lawn needs water or it's going to die. It's that simple. It's going to go yellow, it's going to look really bad. So especially through the heat of summer, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, when it's really hot, your lawn is going to need water and you'll need to water it. With that, you can get sprinklers. That'll make your life a lot easier. You can look into tap timers and that sort of thing, but basically what I'd recommend as a starting point is when it's hot and if you're not getting any rain, to at least water your lawn once a week, give it a big deep drenching. And there are lots of different types of sprinklers that you could use. I've got an oscillating sprinkler. This is fantastic for square or rectangular areas. I've got this impact sprinkler, and I've also got a circular sprinkler, which are great for, they shoot around in a circle. So you can set them to go in a short area, you can set them to go 360, you can set them to go 180 degrees, whatever you like, and you can adjust that to go whatever space you like. You can get circular sprinklers that just do a circle if you had a circle shape you were trying to cover. Biggest thing I would say with watering is do it in the morning so that it can be absorbed. You don't want to water at night because it can sit on the lawn overnight and promote fungal issues. And also make sure with your sprinkler setup that you're trying to minimize wasted water as much as possible. So try to pick sprinklers that are going to cover your space. They're not going to splash over onto driveways or roads or onto fences much. You know, try to keep to, so for my back lawn it's 500 square meters. I get a little bit go over into these garden beds, which is fine. I get a little bit go over into the playground area, but as a whole I've got water hitting grass most of the time. I'm probably watering, I don't know, 515 square meters for 500 square meters of lawn, if that makes sense. So yeah, try to make the most of your water coverage. Best thing I think you can do with it is to get in a routine with it, whether it is that you have every Wednesday off work. So Wednesdays, you're gonna come out and water the lawn, or it's a one day on the weekend where you'd prefer to do it. Whatever it is, just get into a routine. If you can get out once a week, give your lawn a deep watering. It's gonna keep it really healthy, especially through summer. So the third tip is, I think, an area where some people can start to get a bit intimidated about what to use and how to use it, etc. And that is about applying products to your lawn. Now, like I said at the start, lawn care is the same as every other hobby where you can really get down a rabbit hole and you can end up with using soil wetters, pre-emergents, all sorts of products to make your lawn really nice and immaculate at really low cuts and that sort of thing. But as a basic tip, I would say to choose some products that you're comfortable using and apply those to your lawn. That could be hose-on bottles of sea salt or something like that, where you plug it onto your hose and you spread it across your lawn. And if you make a habit of doing that every 2 months, every 3 months or something, that's better than absolutely nothing for your lawn. If you go to your hardware store, you go to Bunnings, whatever it is, and you come across a lawn fertilizer that looks good to you, read the instructions and you're comfortable using it, then get that. And same thing again, put that on your lawn every 2 or 3 months. Now, a couple of things about it is that if you can, I would lean towards using a product that's higher in potassium. There are lots of different nutrients in fertilizer products, but if you can get your hands on something that is higher in potassium to strengthen the root system so that across the whole year, throughout the heat of summer, throughout the cool of winter, you can be focusing on using a product that is going to strengthen the root system, I think that's the best course of action. If you're only going to be doing one thing, make sure you read the label of the product and you know how to apply it properly. Some products you can't apply it when the ground is wet. Some products you need to apply it and then leave it and make sure that there's no rain or water on the lawn for the next 4 hours or 12 hours, whatever it may be. So just make sure that you know how much, and also you know how big your lawn is that you're applying the product to. If you've got 100 square meters and you get a 10 kilo bag of fertilizer and it says to apply 1 kilo per 100 square meters, well then you can get 10 applications out of that bag. Don't go out like some people do and they get a bag of fertilizer or a bag of seed or whatever and they chuck the whole thing out, because if you apply way too much, you could get a big fertilizer burn on your lawn or something like that. If you don't apply enough, then you're simply not going to get the most out of the product. So follow the label, whatever it says, follow those instructions so that you're not wasting your money. And this can be a really vital step for you in basic lawn care, to have a nice lawn, of just using something. It doesn't have to break the budget. It just has to be simple, that you can get a little bit of nutrition into your lawn. So if you watched my previous video, you'll see that the seed head is still at large, so the PGR hasn't done the greatest job on that. But anyway, once again, hope those things were useful. Like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. If you enjoyed it, if this was helpful, let me know in the comments or whatever, all those YouTube things that you're supposed to say when you make a video. I'm gonna follow step number 1 now and get a cut on my lawn. I'll try and record a bit of it and chuck it in there to finish off today. Meant to get some rain soon, which is great because I was due to water, so hopefully we get that rain. And I don't have to set up my sprinklers, and it's a considerable amount of rain, but yeah, anyway, time for a mow. All the best getting your lawn looking nice. See you next video.